My husband Billy and I had 2 weeks off at the same time. I didn't want to spend our hard-earned vacation time at home doing cleaning, so I thought it would be nice to go on a road trip. Billy was initially hesitant, but later he agreed. 3 days later, we had an Airbnb booked and the SUV packed. It had been so long since we had been able to take a trip like this together. I was determined to make the most of it. I spent the better part of the workday researching into small seaside towns and activities that would be interesting for our vacation. The drive was estimated to be just over 7 hours, according to Google Maps. While we had a bunch of podcasts and games ready to go, I knew I was going to succumb to my desire to nap on long journeys. Just as expected, I fell asleep about 4 hours into the journey. But a blaring horn startled me awake, with a semi-trailer flying past my window to confirm the source. I was awoken and I rubbed my eyes. How long was I out? I looked for the sun to see if I could estimate the time. I learned in Girl Scouts how to tell the time from stars, but I can't seem to find the sun. Must be about to set, huh? My stomach growled, so I turned my attention to my purse at my feet. "Are you hungry?" I asked Billy, as I dug around in search of a snack. "All I have here are Mentos, and I have no idea how old these are. Is there an exit soon? We can pull over for some food." I looked back out my window to check for one of those huge blue signs listing restaurant or rest stops. I hadn't looked at Billy yet, but when I glanced at him, I noticed he was staring at me the entire time, right at me. Just his head was turned 90 degrees, a smile frozen on his face. "What?" I asked, a smell creeping to the side of my mouth. We used to do this all the time, playing driver's chicken. It didn't take long for my smile to wear away. This wasn't chicken. Normally, whoever was driving would always glance back at the road or give up after about 5 seconds. Billy wasn't giving up. "Billy, look at the road," I shouted. I whipped my head from his airy smiling face to the road in front of us. "You are going to kill us. You are driving at 80 miles an hour. This isn't funny, Billy. You are going to kill us," I screamed, as a red Honda changed lanes right in front of us. Somehow, Billy smoothly changed lanes right around the car and back. I was looking right into his eyes the whole time. He hadn't turned away from me, not to look in the rear view mirror, not out the front windshield, not even a little to the side. His eyes were locked onto mine, his smile never faltering. The weirdest thing was how his eyes looked. They were always my favorite feature of Billy's, deep mossy green with perfectly long eyelashes. But now they seemed darker somehow. It took me a few moments to realize that it was his pupils I was looking at the whole time. They were slowly dilating, swallowing more and more of his iris into darkness. But that was an hour ago. No matter what I did, he would not look back as he rode. I tried to turn his head, scream, plead, cry. I even slapped him at one point, hoping to break him out of whatever trance this was. The only time he moved was when I tried to grab the wheel from him. Even though Billy wouldn't look as he rode, he never hit anything or anyone. We are still driving north, and I don't know if he's going to stop when we reach our vacation town. I don't know if he's even my Billy anymore. I don't know if I can call the cops. Will they believe me? I will sound insane telling them my husband, whose eyes are completely black now, won't stop driving the car and is just staring at me. Maybe I should try that anyway, I don't know. But I do know one thing. Billy wasn't himself.